Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today we're going to be getting you clarity on what does your twin flame, soulmate, beloved, crush, or specific person think and feel about you now. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. It is my absolute passion and purpose to be doing these readings for you. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate all of your beautiful messages, your comments, and your support. So today I have 3 beautiful groups for you to choose from. This is a general reading, so please do be gentle with yourself. Not everything may resonate. Take what does and leave the rest, but we're going to give you some options here. So you can choose from group number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can choose them all and take what resonates. Or we will also be assigning zodiac signs for each group. So you can pick your zodiac sign, you can pick your person's zodiac sign. You have lots of options. So don't, take on any stress on it. I know so, because I say that because I know some of you write and say, oh my gosh, I get so confused. I don't know which one to pick. So that's why I say just be gentle, it's all good. But if you're at that place where that's what's happening to you, you're like, okay, I don't know which one is my reading. I just want to get to the point with what's going on with me and my specific person in our unique journey, then I recommend you do a personal reading. I think personal readings are so powerful. They're so useful. And I love doing the live reading experience where I actually get to meet with you on video call. I love seeing your beautiful faces. You guys are so amazing. I have the most incredible private clients all over the world. You guys know who you are. I just want to give you guys a shout out. Like, what an honor it is to work with such amazing humans. And so that live call is very powerful. You can ask all of your questions in real time right there as they come up. And it is very useful in terms of having the video recording of it, because literally you could watch it multiple times and things come out, that are going to help you every time. If you don't want to do the live, I also do pre-recorded video readings as well. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Let's go through your choices here. For group number 1, we have lightning and power. I don't know, I particularly love this. I love the power of this lightning and then these waves. I just love this image a lot. Personally. Group number 2 is island and solitude. And group number 3 is lotus flower unfoldment. Actually, I like all 3 of these images. They're beautiful. Even this island is very, very beautiful. Okay, so now that you see what these images are, let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs. Okay, so for group number 1, we have Libra, we have Taurus, Leo, and Virgo. For group number 2, we have Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio. And for group number 3, we have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Gemini. So go ahead and make your selection and we will get started with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose lightning and power, as well as Libra, Taurus, Leo, and Virgo. Let's see. What do they think and feel about you at this time? And this one flipped over, so we'll just take it. we're going to start with your oracle cards. We will do your tarot, and also stay with me till the end because we'll also just be getting some advice from Spirit. So what does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to be aware of? And we'll also be looking at, within all of these energies, I also want to see, is there any action that this person wishes to take towards you? What is going to be their behavior, right? Like, based on what we're seeing with their thoughts and feelings, where is this going? Okay, so we're also going to look at that. So this one just flipped over into the unknown. And we have slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. Poverty. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. So I do feel that there's definitely been some sort of delay or pause in this connection. I think your person may be the reason for this. I feel like they are currently feeling overwhelmed by the intensity of this connection. Okay. I think that there's something in this person that they tend to be a little bit more on the superficial side, and that's not a judgment, right? Everybody has a right to be whatever they want, but I feel like there's something in this person's development from childhood that has made them fearful of connecting with their deeper emotions. And so they like to operate at more of a superficial level because that's what makes them feel more comfortable, and definitely that's what makes them feel more in control. So I feel like there is a direct correlation here to this card in your person's energy. I do feel that this person tends to need to have control in a situation, especially in personal relationships. I think without saying it, without openly admitting to it, they value power. And for them, being empowered or being in power is feeling like they have emotional control, where they are not allowing themselves to necessarily feel the deeper emotions that come along with the idea or the state of being in love. Okay, so I feel like this person definitely in their earlier life, they may have felt very deprived of that deep kind of love that you would expect from your caregivers or your parents or, you know, the people who raised you. I feel like they may have been raised in a very lack mentality. It could have been a combination of financial lack, you know, real lack of abundance financially, as well as a lack of emotional care or nurturing. So it might have been a combination of these things, or this person may have grown up with, you know, the money was okay, but the caregivers or the parents were emotionally distant. So they felt like they were cared for, you know, in terms of their physical needs were taken care of, but their emotional needs were ignored in some capacity. So they still felt like they grew up in lack and in poverty, right? So I feel like this person has developed in that way. And they are someone who I wouldn't be surprised before meeting you, I think that they are just used to superficial relationships. That's their comfort zone. You know, they've had other partners in the past, but they've kept those relationships very kind of just, you know, like I like you, you like me, that's it. Like I'm not going to get deeper. This is not some intense, deep love. I feel like this person almost prides themselves on keeping their emotions very like sane, like very like level. Like I don't think this person likes emotional intensity. They don't like the ups. They don't like the downs. They try to keep themselves at a very kind of flat emotional level. So I feel like right now, this person may have gone into some sort of a pause, or there's a slowdown in their energy towards you or this connection because you are bringing up certain emotions in them that run deep, and it is very new for them, into the unknown. This is uncharted territory for your person. They are feeling emotions that they are not used to feeling or don't allow themselves to feel. And so they feel like this is literally going into the unknown, and it is definitely scaring them. Okay, it's definitely scaring them. Look at this person. She has a veil over her, like the blindfold over her eyes. It's almost like this person doesn't want to see. They don't want to see, like, wait a second, this could be something big. Like, this could be something very intense. And same thing with this person, with their eyes closed, lying down. Slow down. I feel like this person is trying to slow down the energy between the two of you, slow down the connection between the two of you, because it is very unknown to them. They're not comfortable with the depth of the feelings that they are feeling. And they may even be trying to distance themselves from that feeling, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if this person has an avoidant attachment style. They are right now trying to come to terms or trying to figure out whether they even want this. Like, I feel like they're trying to figure out whether they are ready to open up emotionally to you, whether they're ready for a relationship that isn't just superficial, right? So there's a timing. There's a timing. Like, this person is trying to figure out whether, you know, do they want to just go about their life like they always have, being in superficial relationships that don't really hurt them or don't really demand much from them? Like, see, I wouldn't even be surprised if this is the kind of person who is used to being with partners that accept the minimum from them. Because, see, I don't know if this person is the most giving person right now. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that they're always going to be like that. But I'm not sensing the greatest of generosity in this person. When you've grown up with some sort of emotional or physical lack or poverty, it's very hard for you to be generous. Generosity is something that maybe doesn't come easily to this person. And when I say generosity, I don't mean money. I mean the generosity of giving of their love, their time, their energy, their affection. They may not be generous about that. They may be somebody who wants to take that, but when it comes to giving that, they have a problem because now they feel like they're losing their power. Okay? So this is a complicated, I really feel that to a certain extent, this is more of a complicated person. You know, they have layers of complications, this person. And love, falling deeply in love is kind of an unknown for them. So you may want to think about that. So what else do they think and feel about group one? Other than, yeah, you are bringing out some sort of very, very, very uncomfortable emotions. Okay, so when you're around or when this person interacts with you, you bring out some very uncomfortable emotions in them. And they have to decide, is that something they want? Is that something they like? Or is that something that they would rather kind of run away from, right? Not everybody is ready for real love, unfortunately, you know. 8 of Wands, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. Queen of Swords, don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. 3 of Pentacles, what's the saying? Teamwork makes the spell work. Temperance, let go of self-imposed limitations. 9 of Cups, live in a constant state of gratitude. Okay, so see, again, I just feel like, given what this person is showing up like, I feel like Spirit is trying to advise you, group one, that emotional intensity is not going to work with this person, at least not at this time. As in, if you were to come from more of a Queen of Swords energy, which is more of a rational, logical, dispassionate Okay, I'm not gonna keep expressing my love. Unfortunately, it's sad, right? But it's like the more you express your love to this person, the more you express an emotional intensity towards them, the more right now they're gonna shut down. Like they can't handle the emotional intensity. That doesn't mean that they don't want to be with you. But I feel like with this Three of Pentacles coming as a central as the central energy in your tarot, I just feel like right now, like the best way to build a connection with this person is through deep friendship. Okay, teamwork, problem solving together. Again, to me, this is very avoidant personality, right? Like I feel like one of the things, and I study all of these things in psychology because I really want to help my clients more. So I'm constantly reading all the data, the research, everything that's out there on relationships, attachment styles, how people demonstrate love, how people demonstrate connection. And I just get a very avoidant energy from this person. Like it's not that they don't want love, but they're more of the more dispassionate type of love. Like for them, love really does begin with some sort of a deep friendship, a deep camaraderie. I have your back, you have mine, we work together, we solve problems together. Like that's where this person really kind of soars. Like that's their strength. They don't come from a deeply emotional state of being. And unfortunately, right now, they're also very much in this, like I said, not really generous. It's about their own happiness. What makes them happy, what makes them feel at ease, what makes them feel comfortable. Okay, so in terms of what they think and feel about you, it's like, yes, they do wish to be with you. Yes, you bring some sort of like balance. Like this is important to them. They want a temperance between that love and passion, right? Like they may feel passion for you, but they also want to balance that out with rationality. Like too much intensive emotion, it will make them run. Okay, so right now it's like they're very much focused on their own happiness. We're not getting a 10 of cups here. So I feel like this person, they may be going through a phase right now where it's more like about them and what they want to achieve. And with this 8 of Wands, like I just feel like it's like they want you to come to them. Like it's like they enjoy the attention and the affection that you give them. But right now, again, they're not showing a lot of generosity towards you. It's almost like if you are more self-contained, if you are more rational, if you're more like just like kind of hands off, like let it be, let it unfold, let things unfold, that will work better with this person. Because they may be feeling like if you were to like express a lot of like this intense love and romance towards them, they're gonna look for that temperance, that balance, right? Like they're going to step back from it. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, this person needs to figure out, and maybe that's why we're getting the worth waiting for. Like they really do need to figure out like what is it that they truly want. Do they want love? Do they want friendship? Do they want real love, or do they just want like this, again, like kind of like more on the superficial side, right? Superficial side, like a nice relationship that doesn't really stretch them much emotionally. Okay, so I feel like that's something you're gonna have to think about. Like, are you okay with having a relationship that is more on the that is more on the side of easygoing, not that emotional, not that intense, not all about romance, but more based on like this strong friendship kind of energy. Okay, because that's the energy I'm getting from this person. Yeah, we're getting hidden path, detour, slow down. Again, this person is slowly, settling. Scarcity, insecurity, lack of faith. There you go. Split energy, see? I just feel like this person, crossroads, see? So again, I just feel like this person, Spirit is really asking you to think about, again, they're not a bad person. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. This is just where they're at in their current evolution. Like, you know, the current evolution of their soul. It just seems to me that they are not the most romantically dynamic person. Okay. If you're looking for, it depends on what you're looking for, right? So if you're looking for someone who is very romantic, someone who's going to sweep you off your feet, someone who's going to show a lot of like romantic energy towards you, that is not who this person is at this time. And I feel like they sense that you may want that. And that is why you may sense that their energy towards you is also very split. It's like they like you, they want to be with you, they do feel romance for you, they do feel passion for you, but they don't feel like they can match your intensity of emotion. And so their energy towards you may be coming across as split because they're not quite sure what to do. They're not quite sure what path to take, because they may also be afraid of telling you, hey, like I don't do well with like deep emotions. I kind of like to keep things very like straightforward, right? So they're trying to decide, should they sit with you and talk to you about this? What decision, what path should they take? Like, is it worth going down this route? Like, or is the path hidden? Because it's like, it feels like maybe they want a different level of something than the level that you want, right? So is there a compromise that's going to happen here? Is it even possible? Or I think they're also afraid that you would settle for less because you like them a lot. You will eventually, you will initially say, no, that's okay. Like, it's okay if that's what you want. If you want something more like low key, that's fine with me. But I think they're afraid that eventually you will feel like you are settling. You're not getting the love that you want from this person. And that's why they may be showing up with more of a split energy towards you, because they're not sure. They feel like you might say yes in the beginning, but eventually you won't like them because of this is what they're like. Okay, so spirits advice to you: the second bloom, a second chance, it's never too late, new possibilities. Okay, so is there something in your life that you can see new possibilities for? Is there something, and maybe you may be giving this person a second chance. Maybe you've already distanced yourself from this person, or maybe they've already kind of shown you this part of them, but they're working on it. Right? For some of you, this person knows this and they're kind of like working on this part of themselves, and maybe they may want a second chance, or you may want to give them a second chance. So it just depends on where you're at on your journey with this person. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. The Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. This is the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, which is for those of you who would like to start or have spiritual businesses. They're on Amazon FBA. Great price, great gifts. They'll get to you very quickly. All of the links are in the box below. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose Island and Solitude, with Pisces, Cancer, Aries, and Scorpio. Well, let's see. What do they think and feel about you? That one just flew out. We're going to do your oracle, then we'll do your tarot. We're also going to see, like, is there any action, or what will they do next? Based on what they're thinking and feeling. What are they contemplating about in terms of taking action, or what are the next steps in this relationship? And stay with me till the end, because we'll also get advice from Spirit, or what is it that Spirit wants you to know. So we have follow the leader. Honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. Sudden wealth. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Interesting. We got the same kind of message for group 1 as well. This whole idea of unfoldment, allowing something to unfold naturally. Okay. So I feel like this person, I feel like they think that you guys are still getting to know each other at a deeper level. I feel like there's something here about either them wearing a mask, you wearing a mask, or both of you still kind of not being truly yourselves yet. There's some sort of a comfort level issue here. It is important that we speak truthfully. So what is it that maybe you're not being fully honest about, they're not being fully honest about? Is there something that feels kind of like the elephant in the room, right? Like there's something there that neither of you wants to address, but it's big. It's kind of like it's always hanging over you. Okay, is it an obstacle? Is it a third party? Is it some sort of like challenging situation or different opinions on something? There's something here where it's like they are starting to feel very concerned about some sort of mask being worn, right? Like as in, are we masking our problems? Is there something that we are not willing to talk about because we are afraid that it will end the relationship, it will sour the relationship? There's something here that needs to be talked about. I feel like this person is starting to get very aware and very kind of a little bit stressed out. Follow the leader. It's like they're trying to figure out, like, should they take the lead on this? Like, should they bring this up? Should they open kind of Pandora's box? I feel like there is definitely a sense of heaviness or a sense of like pressure in the situation as to, you know, where is this going? What's the issue that is bothering us or that's keeping us from moving forward? And why are we not really talking about it? Okay, so this person right now is very much concerned that if you guys don't talk about it, you will go into more of this isolated state. And it's interesting because this reading also correlates very well to the main card here, which happened in group 1 as well, where it's like maybe you guys have been, you know, stepping back a little, going into your solitude, going into introspection. Maybe there's been a little bit of a silence because, again, there seems like there's an elephant in the room. There seems like there's something that's not being talked about. There's something that's remained hidden. And I feel like this person is really wondering, like, should they step up and take control of the situation? Because somebody needs to, right? Like, see, and it's interesting because it says let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. So this is why I feel like this person feels very divided right now, where it's like maybe, you know, both of you have been kind of silent about whatever the issues are because no one wants to feel, or no one wants the other person to think that they're controlling or that they're like coming at you or criticizing you or making you feel less than or making you feel down, right? So to a certain extent, maybe both of you are trying to let this kind of unfold by itself, let it kind of just naturally take its course. But now it's almost getting to the point where it's time to be honest, right? Honesty is essential because as it was taking its course naturally, it was hitting a roadblock again because I think people were not being honest. It was easier to put on the mask and not talk about difficult things. So I feel like right now for you guys, group 2, your person's main thoughts and feelings are around having difficult conversations, okay? Either there's a major difficult conversation that needs to be talked about, but nobody's doing it, that you're trying to like always put it off. Or there's multiple things that are hanging in the air that need to be addressed. And for some of you, it might have to do with work or money or financial stability. I also feel for some of you, it might even be a long distance relationship. Okay, where it's like, you know, that person wants you to move closer to them, or you want them to move closer to you, or you guys want to come up with some sort of a, you know, solution to a long distance situation. But it also depends on money. It depends on work. It depends on where your finances are. And maybe people don't want to talk about that. For others of you, I feel like there could even be like, again, a third party situation. But as I always say, it's not always romantic. That third party could be distance. It could be work. It could be finances. It could be other responsibilities. It could be toxic family members. So I feel like there's something here, and it just depends on what your individual journey is with this person, that might be financially driven as well. That is something you guys don't want to talk about. I think people also are afraid to talk about money because money tends to sour things sometimes, right? Everybody wants to focus on love, you know, but sometimes for love to have a clearer path to where you want to be, sometimes money is an issue in that, right? Depending on, again, where you are. I also feel this is not for everybody, but for some of you, there's some sort of a third party situation where this person, you know, may not be free to, or they're not being fully honest about being free to be with you. They're putting on a mask. They're still offering you love, this beautiful rose, but you may be turning your back on them because you're like, look, you're not free to really offer me anything. But this person is also not free because, or they haven't become free because if they were to get out of that situation, it would cost them a lot of money, property, living space, something. Okay, there's something around that that's also very awkward. So I feel like there is some sort of a difficult or awkward conversation that this person and you both know that you need to have, but you're avoiding it. Let's go deeper. What else do they think and feel? What else? Two of Swords, the Devil, Seven of Wands, Six of Swords, Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, so this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense here. Because see, we're getting back down to decisions that have to be made, right? Two of Swords and the Devil. So this is why I feel like there's something. There is a conversation, something that is very difficult, something that feels very heavy, that, again, there's a silence around. People don't want to talk about this. And again, for some of you, this Devil's energy, it's something toxic. It could be a person who's toxic. It could be a situation that is toxic. There's something holding either you, them, or both of you back from making the decision, from making a real decision towards where this is going. Okay, so the Devil's energy, I feel like Spirit is saying, be very aware of that. There's something going on here under the surface, something going on here that people, again, don't want to address because they know that if you were to talk about it, a decision, Two of Swords, needs to be made. And Seven of Wands, central energy here. People are stubborn right now. Okay, this person is feeling like if they were to talk about this, they would feel attacked. Not by you, but maybe by other people, or maybe by you as well. There's something here where there's like a standoff energy, like people are just holding their own ground. Either you are defensive, they are defensive, you're both kind of just standing off against each other. Nobody wants to back down, and that's why this conversation is not happening. So there is a resistant energy here. There's a resistance to move forward, Six of Swords, towards a new way of doing things. Okay, there is a lingering resistance here, but I feel like both of you know that something in this energy or in this relationship is a bit stuck right now. It's stuck in the mud right now. There's resistance. People are stubborn. People are holding on to their own beliefs or thoughts. Certain situations are arising that you don't feel like you have a choice, or you don't want to make the choice to get out of, or you don't want to take control of the situation or become the leader of the situation. But I feel like now it's coming to a head, like the tension, the pressure is building in this person. They know it's either gonna, like, this is either gonna have to end because no one wants to address the situation or do anything about it, or Six of Swords, or Ace of Wands. Finally, you guys come to some sort of an agreement that you're going to do things differently than the way you've done them in the past. And then you will have the momentum to move forward into the Six of Swords. But you got to leave things behind, right? Like there are things here that need to be put behind you in order for this forward movement to happen. So I just feel like this person is coming to that point, like they're trying to figure out, okay, is it okay to just be stuck like this? And just kind of like wear this mask and not be honest with myself and not be honest with you? Am I just going to keep doing this? Or are we going to, Ace of Wands, have a new beginning of doing things differently and actually, Six of Swords, have the momentum to move forward into a new state of being, into a relationship that works, that's not stuck in this standoff right here? So let's see, is there anything, any movement here? Is there any action being taken? What's going on here? We have no. We have mystery. Interesting. Inner child. Mirroring. Okay. So I feel like this seems to be a bit of a mutual issue. Okay. There seems to be a bit of a mutual issue going on here between you and this person, where it may not just be them. Okay, it's like you guys are mirroring each other in this standoff, like both of you. I really do feel that this Seven of Wands is both of you. You guys are literally like in a who's gonna back down first. Like, look, you're staring at each other, you're face to face. You know that things have to be worked out. You know that things have to be talked about. You know that these conversations are gonna be very difficult because, again, elephant in the room, it needs to be worked out, but no one wants to talk about it. You're both kind of in that same place, and both of you are very resistant to talking about it. Okay, so only you would know. Everybody's journey is different. Only you would know in your specific situation. What is it? Is it finances? Is it long distance? Is it third party? Is it like, disagreements about things? I think both of you, and especially this person, they don't know what's going to happen. Okay, and that's why this situation feels even more heavy for this person. Like, they are definitely stressed out. They don't want to lose you. But this Devil's energy is a strong energy. They don't want to lose you, but they don't know what's going to happen. Interesting. And I think a lot of it has to do with something with each of your inner children. There's something that you guys are mirroring, mimicking in each other. And there's certain issues that you have internally from your childhood that are also kind of bubbling up to the surface here. And so maybe that's one of the reasons why you've met each other. Okay, you guys might be soulmates who the reason you came into each other's life is to heal something in both of you that is coming from this place. So just in and of itself, like that journey itself is going to be on the painful side, but again, there's no growth without that kind of pain or that challenge. Like, I feel like there is a growth here. There's a journey of growth that both of you have access to, but it's going to depend on your level of resistance. Now we have the Seven of Wands and this no, so the resistance is high, right? So I feel like this person and you are going to have to come to a place where you lower that resistance and become open to healing whatever this is that needs to be healed. But if neither of you wants to have that conversation, it's going to keep getting put off. And that's what this person is afraid of. I feel like they don't want to put it off anymore. So they do wish for you guys to take action towards this movement forward. Release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding all change. See? This is good. I feel like this is spirit saying, yes, you guys are going to release the petals. There's a transformation. There might even be a death here, but there's a rebirth on the other side. Okay. On the other side where you guys actually talk about what is this? What is the difficult conversation? I feel like that's where this is going. And that's what needs to happen in order for you guys to heal and to continue on this journey moving forward together with this beautiful new beginning of this Ace of Wands. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. The Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here, or the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business. All of these are on Amazon, FBA, free shipping, great price, great gifts as well. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose Lotus Flower Unfoldment and Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Gemini. Let's see. What do they think and feel about you? Oh, 2 of them actually fall out, so we'll take them both. So we'll do your oracle cards. We'll also do your tarot, and we'll also take a look at any actions, they wish to take, like where is this connection going? And stay with me till the end, because we'll also get advice from Spirit. What does Spirit want you to know? So these 2 fell out. So one is Slow and Steady, and one is Dragon's Lair. Interesting. Okay. We have show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Marriage. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay. This is really interesting. So I'm getting different kinds of energies here. I feel like this person, I really get the strong sense that they feel that you are way too nice for them. Okay, that you are a very kind, good, decent person, and you show that kindness. That's not who this person is. I'm not saying that they're not kind. I'm not saying they're a bad person, but they're not somebody who shows up in the world exactly as the most kindest, most compassionate person. Okay, they have other qualities, but I feel like they see themselves very much in that way. Like they see themselves as somebody who isn't the most positive person. I feel like it's almost like they have the sense of like, you are the princess in the dragon's lair. Like they are the dragon, you are the princess. It's kind of like that, it's like that kind of energy where it's like, they may be very exciting to you. They may be charismatic. There's something about them that draws you. There's this really magnetic attraction between the 2 of you, but it's almost like a dark light attraction. Like you are the light. You are the kind, good, loving, nurturing, compassionate energy. And they're the more like disturbed, I don't want to say disturbed, more brooding, solitude. They're, better off on their own. They like to like keep a distance from people. They don't let anybody get too close, that kind of energy. Whereas you're like it's almost like opposites attract kind of energy, like you are very open to people. You could even be, I'm getting an energy from this that you could even be somebody who's like a light worker, who's a healer, who's somebody who is very in tune, empathic, intuitive, and in tune with other people's emotions and energies. And this person is not. Okay, they're just kind of like on their own, doing their thing, very focused, not too emotional. There's something there about this person feeling like you are too nice or kind for them. It's almost like they don't even understand why you like them, other than the fact that there is some sort of a very like primal attraction between the 2 of you. They don't understand why. Like they don't understand how the 2 of you could possibly, be connecting. So that's why there's this like slow and steady pace in this person's mind. Like they're very slow in getting to know people. They're very slow in opening up to people. They're not easily trusting. They feel that you trust more easily. You're more open to people. You've trusted them more easier than they've ever opened up or trusted you. I feel like what bothers them, and it's interesting because it's more of like I'm getting this energy that they're so kind of self-contained and so kind of like good with themselves that it almost kind of bothers them that you are a soulmate. It's almost like, it's like, really? I had a soulmate? Like, I don't know. I don't believe in those things. They may not even say the word soulmate, but their feelings for you bother them. Like it's, I know that's very strange. Like instead of being excited that they feel like this like draw to you, they feel attracted to you, they feel a connection to you. Instead of feeling excited about that, they're like, oh, why? Like, you know, like it's almost like they don't want that. There's something in this person that finds safety in solitude. You know, there's something in this person that finds safety in just being self-contained. And I feel like they are afraid of this deeper connection. Now, maybe they have been married in the past. Maybe that's why they've become this way. For some of you, this person may have been betrayed in marriage or been through a divorce or been through a very difficult breakup. There's something. Or I feel like for some of you, and this is not for everybody, but I feel like for some of you, this person might actually be married, but very unhappy. Almost to the point where they don't even speak to each other. It's more a facade. It's more an image they give out to the world, maybe for issues of children or finances or something. But inside, behind closed doors, there's absolutely nothing between these two people. Okay? And that in itself is also a point of frustration in the sense that it's not that this person wants something with the person they're married to. I think that's dead and gone, like a long time ago, but they're still stuck in it and it's making them more jaded, more bitter. And so there's a bit of a cycle. This is not for everybody, but for some of you, okay? But for those of you where this person is not currently in a different situation, I just feel like they may have gone through some betrayals in the past or a divorce in the past that has made them more self-contained, made them more about, look, I'm fine on my own. Okay, I've already been there. I've already done that. I'm okay. I don't need to go through that again. So there's a bit of a resistance, you know, to that kind of love, resistance to, oh my gosh, like you could be a soulmate. Like I feel so drawn to you, but I don't want to be. Like, you know, I've already been through this. Like I don't want to go through that pain again. So there is a bit of a hesitant energy from this person. They're definitely hesitating. They're definitely trying to slow down the connection, you know, try not to like jump into it too quickly. They're being very measured. They're being very careful. Let's see what else. What else do they think and feel about group 3? Death. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. Seven of Swords. See, I feel like for some of you, this person is in some sort of a third party. Queen of Cups. There you go. See? Wow. Wow. Okay. So here you guys both are. You guys are coming through, King and Queen of Cups, looking in each other's direction, but look at the wall here between the two of you. Seven of Swords. There is a deception. There's something here this person doesn't want to admit to. I think for some of you, this person feels incredibly deeply for you, but they don't want to admit it. They're not ready to even say to themselves, much less to you, that they are falling in love with you. Okay? This person's emotions towards you run so much deeper than what they're willing to admit or show. Okay? And for some of you, this deception, the reason why this person is not able to show it to you either is because of their experiences in the past with marriage or commitment or betrayal, or their current situation, which is that they might currently be married, but like I said, there's nothing there between them and that person, but they're keeping up appearances to the world for family, finances, or whatever their reasons are. But I feel like the central problem here is that this person is very, very well aware that they are living a lie. They are living a lie in some way, shape, or form. Your person is lying to themselves, or they're living a lie, or they are not honest about where they are, what they want, and how they actually feel. So even though the two of you are matching in your love for each other, both of your emotions run deep. You both bring out deep emotions of love within each other. But this person, or even you might be part of this as well, where you might be in a situation where you deeply love this person, but you're also not able, because it's coming in between. So you're also not able to show them the depth of your love. Wow. So isn't it amazing how you have this coming up right in the middle here? And then we started off with the Death card. So I feel like this person has very slowly over time come to the conclusion, or is coming now to the conclusion, that something needs to end here. Something has to give here. So either they end, if they're in some other situation that has to end, for them to be able to truly come forward and make you an offer, or even to like acknowledge their own feelings. Something has to end. And then when that ends, there's a slow moving energy where they're going to slowly move towards you. But it's a progression, okay? It's a progression. Something ends here, Knight of Cups, they start moving towards you, and eventually they get to King of Cups, to being like embodying this energy towards you, which is the completion, right? Which is where, they are absolutely open, ready to give and receive and to be with you. And they are standing in their power in that. This Knight of Cups is still them kind of working their way towards that. But something has to give. So either they have to end that situation they're in, get out of some sort of a bad situation they're in, or the death has to be the hold that the past has over them. So something is haunting them. Either it is a current situation that they are in that they need to get out of, or they need to end the effects of the trauma or whatever it is that they have experienced from the past, from past relationships. Like I said, whether it's a divorce or a breakup or whatever. Something has to give. This person knows that they are stuck, okay? That they are stuck and they have to become unstuck. And the only way to do that is for all of that to end so they can move forward towards you in a way that actually works for both of you. So let's see, is there any action, or where is this possibly going? So we'll take it. And this is your advice from Spirit. Denial, repressed emotions. There you go. See? Oh boy. This person is pretty good at denying and repressing. Very strong masculine energy, see, coming from that Knight and King of Cups as well. Very invested in that masculine energy. Very used to being alone. Again, see, this person, this to me is very much like hermit energy as well. They love to go into their lair, their cave. They thrive in that solitude, because in that solitude, they don't have to explain themselves. They don't have to explain their emotions. They almost don't even have to feel their emotions. I feel like this person is very, very good at repressing and denying their emotions the more that they seek that solitude and that withdrawal. This person can be very emotionally withdrawn. Blessings. Oh, there you go. See? So I feel like as this person is moving through the phases that they're going through, okay? And again, slow and steady. It has been a slow progression. And I like that it's actually ending on a real offer here, which is also part of that King of Cups. Here he is offering his cup of love. I love this combination. So there's hope here. There's a progression. There is, and again, I feel like this has definitely been something that is slow moving. It may have been building up over time. This person has been very much in denial for a long time, but slowly, like they're very kind of masculine pride, masculine energy, very kind of, this to me is also very Emperor's energy. Like everything has to be done in their time, under their control, under their comfort level, very masculine Emperor energy, you know, very much seeking that solitude. But when they allow themselves to open up their heart and see, because you are still ruling their heart, you are still their Queen of Cups. So you have a hold on this person's heart a lot more than what they're willing to admit to you, and a lot more that you may even realize. You have a hold on this person's heart. They don't want to admit it though, but they know that you are a tremendous blessing in their life. Okay. And as that blessing becomes more and more entrenched, I feel like you are like creating a very like solid place in this person's heart over time. They're going to want to make this offer to you. They're heading towards making this offer to you, but it is very scary to them. They're going to have to deal with a lot of the ways in which they're lying to themselves. You know, a lot of self-deception. They're going to have to break free of a lot of that in order to come to this place of offer. But I feel like that's where they truly do wish to go with you. The Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. So this is all about surrender. You may want to just lay back, lean back, and just surrender into the unfolding of what this is. And I almost feel like Group 3, you don't need to take any action. I almost feel like Spirit is saying, just let it be. Let it go. If you feel like you've done a lot of action towards this person, you feel like you've carried the weight of this relationship, you've carried the burden of this connection on your shoulders, it's time to let it go. Let it die. Let your action die. Okay? And become silence and peace. And have faith that that doesn't mean the relationship will die. That will actually shift the energy into a new energy within this relationship. So your action needs to die. Just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let this person work out what they need to. And don't think that if you haven't heard from them or whatever, that means it's over. It's not. There is some sort of a energy here around just letting it be. And letting this person come to their own conclusions on their own without you having to get it out of them, without you having to tell them or teach them anything. Okay? So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. The Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. Also the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business. These are Amazon FBA, great price. They'll get to you very quickly. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one.